So look, y'all, this mad at me because he want me to get his brakes fixed. I told his spreader, I'm not finna get your brakes fixed. Like, why would I get your brakes fixed? And I'm getting my apartment tomorrow. I already told this, I'm getting my apartment tomorrow. So if I'm getting my apartment tomorrow, why the would I get your brakes fixed? Not only that, he keep asking me for money. So I'm not the money man. If I go live, everybody that watch me know this about me. So if I'm going live asking my supporters for money, why the would I give you the money? I begged for me and me only. Not only that, when I wasn't able to beg and I wasn't able to go live and I didn't have no money, that boy ain't even, y'all, let me tell you what he did. Y'all look, I act like I couldn't pay for a hotel, right? I said, oh man, my card locked up. I said my card locked up. It won't let me spend no money off my card. I was like, oh, can you get the room? He was like, I ain't got no money, XYZ, woo, woo. So y'all know what they did? The nigga was like, do you want me to take you back to your folks' house? I said, yeah, you can take me back to my folks' house if you want to. He dropped me back at my folks' house, y'all, and I didn't hear from him ever since then. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all, I live with my cousin, right? So on weekends, I go get a hotel room. So it's the weekend. I go get me a hotel room, y'all, right? So I go get my hotel for the weekend. This no call. He haven't been calling me. He haven't been talking to me. He haven't been doing none of that. Y'all, this sit here and wait. He called me today. He called me last night. He said my son, can I pull up at your hotel room? So I ignored him. I said, yeah, and hung up on him. So he kept on calling me. I ignored the phone call. I ignored the phone call. So then he called me again this morning. So now morning time come. He like, can I come to your hotel? So I'm like, all right, cool. You feel me? Come to my hotel. Cool. You feel me? This the last day of my hotel. I'm about to leave my hotel anyway. He's so damn slow. He don't know. Like, I've been saving all my money that I've been begging. And not only that, I just got paid off of TikTok today. So I'm leaving the room anyway. I'm finna go back to my people's house. I'm finna go to the mall. Y'all know it's the weekend. I'm finna live it up. So, long story short, he comes like that. So then when he come, y'all, he sat here and tell me, he was like, oh, I need $15. I think I was on live or something like that. He was like, he need $15. So I was like, $15? He was like, yeah, can I send him $15 so he can come get me? I said, okay, why would I send you 15 of my dollars for? Like, I'm not finna send you. Yeah, he using you. Yeah, he doesn't deserve you and even all that. Yeah, so he talking about something $15, right? So I'm like, I ain't say this to him, but this is what I'm thinking in my head. Why would I give you $15 and you haven't seen me all week? You haven't checked on me all week because you thought I was broke. You thought I didn't have no money. The whole time I had money, living good, eating good, still doing everything that I want to do. This is thinking I'm broke. He thinking I ain't got no money. So he ain't worrying about me. He ain't studying me. He ain't calling me. None of that. So mind you, the nigga, he pulled up on me, right, y'all? So he just not pulled up on me. He pulled up to come get me. So as soon as we get inside the car, he say, I was going live. So he was like, oh, don't go live in my car. I said, well, I can't go live in your car. He talking about something because that your fans be doing too much. I thought you said you didn't want me in the camera. So I'm like, what the? Like, it was weird to me. I'm like, bro, they already done seen you. Done made yourself be seen so many times to them. These people already done seen you. So I'm like, all right, cool. You feel me? It ain't nothing. So I went to go live, but something in my heart was telling me, it said, Alvo, don't go forward with this. He finna steal your money. So then I was like, can we go to the store real quick? He was like, yeah. He was like, oh, you gonna give me no $15 I gave my mama? I said, I don't have $15. I only have money to get my apartment tomorrow. So then he was like, oh, well, can you get my brakes fixed on my car? I said, I can't get your brakes fixed on your car because I only got money for my apartment. So then he said, well, wherever we finna go, you have to get an Uber from wherever we going. So I said, so if you're not gonna bring me back to my room, then I said, I might as well just get out the car right now. And then he was like, get it out of my car, see what I do to you. So I'm like, what the? So then I said, you know what, Alvo, play it smart. You don't want to fight. You know you don't like fighting. He already been putting his hands on you. You know, be smart. So I said, well, I need to get a charger from the store because I said, my phone broke. He was like, how your phone broke? I said, I don't know what's wrong with it. Like, my phone is not working. I said, my charger's not working. I need to go buy a charger. So then he was like, okay. So we went to the store. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is exactly what I did. I went inside the store. I walked out. I said, man, they won't let me use the charger. You got an iPhone charger? He was like, no, you know, I don't have the iPhone charger, XYZ. So I said, hold on real quick. I'm finna go look. So I went around the store, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I got the phone. I ran, and I don't know what the hell I'm at. So I ended up in some apartments and everything. I got the phone because you're not finna steal from me. I already had to take my phone before. I felt it in my heart. That was just finna me. And then not only that, you already got a warrant for robbery. You already want it right now for robbery. You're not finna me. I refuse to get robbed. Bye. Yeah, he wanted me to get him $250. I'm not finna get his $250 of my dollars. I worked too hard for this money. You're not finna get my money. And then not only that, his ex-boyfriend already reached out to me. I already talked to his ex-boyfriend. His ex-boyfriend told me, he was like, Alvo, he was like, I'm not just saying it because I used to go with him, but he was like, Alvo, get away from him. He was like, Alvo, he don't like you for real. He said, this is what he do. He said, he known in Houston for doing this. He was like, he goes to, and he said, he act like he want to be with them, and then y'all do what you do, and then he said he's gonna be there for all your money. He was like, that's why me and him not go together. He said, this took my money and left. I said, what? He was like, yeah. He said, he told me that he had to pay for his car. And then he said, I sent him the money and I never seen him again. And then he said, next thing you know, I get on TikTok, I see you and the boy. I mean, you and him. I was like, what? I said, so you was in a relationship with him? He was like, yeah, we was in a relationship, Alvo. He said, we live together. I said, y'all live together? He was like, yes. He said, he lived with me at my cousin's house. I said, he told me that his ex lived at his cousin's house. At his cousin's house. He's like, man, no, that's my cousin's house. He said, why do you think he got all his car? And it made sense. And I was like, well, how did that's your cousin's house when I first spent the night with him and I spent the night at the house? He said, you was at my cousin's house? I said, yeah. So I knew the boy not lying, y'all, because mind you, when the boy done gave me the rundown and told me everything he told me on the phone, next day, the boy that I was talking to, he went and got all his clothes from the people's house. So I think the people got mad at him and they put him out because I don't know if he supposed to have company or not. But yeah, he took me to a whole nother person's house where somebody else stayed. And the boy told me the only reason why he went there because he was at work. Yeah, so the boy told me the only reason why he didn't see me is because he was at work. And the boy told me that he worked Monday through Thursday and he only off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Be careful when Houston is grimy. Yeah, so I'm like, what the? So now I'm like, damn. And then mind y'all, he take me around everybody. So this lady, she seen me with him. She was like, hey, Booker, but me and the lady be talking. I kid y'all, no lie. Man, this lady just called me a couple of days ago. She called me on Instagram, and she asked me, she was like, you with so-and-so? I'm like, no, I'm not with him. Why, what's up? I'm thinking that she want to talk to him and shit. She said, oh, you by yourself? I was like, yeah. She said, FaceTime me, Booker, bud. So I had answered the video. And then she like, let me see. I know he ain't there because he ain't going to leave you by yourself. So I showed you in here. She was like, okay, Alvo, I'm glad you by yourself. She said, get away from him, Alvo. She said, he don't like you. She said, he be bragging about everybody, about how he finna use you, how he got this social media boyfriend, and he was talking about how you be making all this money, and that you finna do this, and you finna do that for him. And she was like, when he was in there talking about you, she was like, Booker, but hurting my feelings. Because she was like, she said, I watch you every day on the internet. And she was like, you and Shamar been through what y'all been through. But she was like, I know you're not no mean person. And she said, the way that he just sat in there and said how he was going to do this to you and do that to you, she said, that's hurting my feelings. She said, I ain't gonna lie, I've been knowing him for a long time. And she said, my loyalty is with him. But she was like, I just want you to get away from him and be safe. I was like, appreciate it. I didn't know it was weird like that. And then the crazy part about it is, then it was texting messy, though. Like, you swoop up and down, he didn't never know who I was, but I gotta stop. That's why I said, that's why I'm not talking to you no more. That's why I don't want to date no more, because these are weirdest, and these don't be liking me for it. These literally watch me, Shamar, they watch me, Shamar, and Tommy and the rest of us on the internet, and then try to figure out how they gonna come plot. You talking about, they gonna tell the people that I'm making all this money. Like, why you telling people how much money I make? Why you even worrying about my money? Like, you telling these folks how much money I make? Why you worrying about my money? And why would you even go do that? Like, why? And that's what I'm saying. It was God. This might be crazy, y'all, but I'm glad that my cash shop got closed down. It was God. Because when my cash shop was closed down, I didn't have money for like 4 days, but I still had money, y'all. Because mind y'all, I've been planning on moving. My whole goal was to move. So when I was begging, I was making money. Y'all. I'm making like $500 a day. I'm begging, but I'm putting the money inside my time. But I'm putting the money inside my time. But at the same time, guess what I'm doing, y'all? I'm buying hotel rooms, and I'm buying some food. Next thing you know, my cash shot got deleted, and I thank God that my cash shot got deleted. Because my cash shot got deleted, that's the day that it left me. If my cash shot never got deleted, y'all, I promise y'all, he would have still been with me right now. The only reason why he left because he thought I wasn't able to make no money no more. But he's so damn slow, he didn't know that I already had money. Block that boy, I did block him. Like, you weird, you weird. These people do anything for clout. I know I do it for clout, but I ain't never did this. I'm glad this happened to me, though. I'm glad that it happened. Like, I know I usually be talking, but I'm so glad this happened to me, bro, because I kid y'all no lie, bro. Like, I know y'all used to me saying this, but I would never have it around me again, bro. I would never have it around me again, bro. And the only reason why I was getting them hotel rooms was because I didn't have to get them hotel rooms. I mean, I did have to get a hotel room, but the only reason why I really get them hotel room because I'm like, he got his son with him. It's me, him, and his son. I'm like, for one, I was never gonna sleep in the car, but I was like, I don't want to see his son sleeping inside the car. Like, I don't want him to be sleeping in the car with his son. Like, no, like, and then, like, no, I'm not the type of person. So that's the only reason why I stuck around him a little bit longer because. You feel me? I ain't want, his son to not have nowhere to go. But it's just like, at the end of the day, God, he know my heart. God know. I might get on this internet. I might do a lot. I might beg. But besides me begging for cash outs or trying to Apple Pays, I'm really a good person and I'm generous. And since I've been with them, I spent $3,000. That's what really made me get the phone. I'm like, $3,000, why? You got to pay for the hotel room now. And the crazy part about it is I could have got his brakes fixed, but it's like, why would I get your brakes fixed when I don't even have a car? For two, why would I get your brakes fixed and I'm finna go get my apartment tomorrow? So it's like, why would I sit here and spend $300, $400 I can't spend that much money. Only thing I got to spend is literally, I can spend $100 and not go in debt. And what I mean by going in debt is I can spend $100 and still have enough to be able to get the apartment, Uber to the apartment, and Uber to the places to turn the lights on. Like, no, I only literally have $100 to spend. So I'm not going to spend $250, and then that means I'm going to have to go back and beg for another. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. What I look like doing? I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna spend my money. I'm not finna go in debt to make sure you good. And then the crazy part about it is his ex-boyfriend told me everything. And he thought I didn't even know. Like, I already knew what type of you was. Your ex-boyfriend told me. I was just trying to figure out how to escape away from you because I already dealt with it like you. Got a felony warrant. But they looking for you for armed robbery. So if he do come and try to hurt me, I ain't gonna do nothing but call the police. We could both go to jail. I'm gonna get out. Where you mad at me because I don't want to spend my money. This is my money. I work hard for that money. I beg for that money. I sat on live for 30 days and 30 nights begging for that money. Why would I beg for all this money and get all this money and spend? I don't spend money on me. I look like just so I can ride around in your car and sit inside the car. Everybody always tell me, Alvo, all you do is sit in that car all day. Yeah, I'm sitting in the car because the crazy part about it is we go everywhere to his family house, and he literally leave me in the car and go chill with his family, but leave me in the car. Y'all know what's so crazy? Y'all know the most embarrassing happened to me? This had me sitting in the car, right? I seen this boy. This boy looking at me. I'm like, why don't this boy keep on looking at me? So I'm on my phone today. Y'all talking about I'm on my phone, I'm chilling. Woo woo. Y'all tell me why the boy slid inside the car. The boy telling me, he like, hey, he was like, you go with Jaquan? I was like, nah, we just talking about what's up. He was like, I used to go with Jaquan. I said, you used to talk to him? He said, yeah, I used to talk to him. I said, no, I'm confused. How you and him used to talk when your sister is his mama? He was like, nah, that's not. He was like, oh, that's not his mama for real. He was like, she just like his mama. She was there for him. She raised some type of woo. So I'm like, so wait, so that means that's like your uncle. Like, how you your uncle? I'm confused. He said, man, Jaquan was pushing up on me. He was like, he was trying to talk to me. He was doing this. He was doing X, Y, Z. And then he said, he had told his boyfriend. I mean, he had recorded us and he showed it to his boyfriend. And his boyfriend pulled up to my sister's house trying to fight me. And that's how we got into a fight. I'm like, you lying? He was like, no. And the boy showed me the fight. I'm like, what? I'm confused. So when we get ready to leave, I said, I thought that was your uncle. He was like, that is my uncle. It's like my uncle. Why am I trying to figure his business? Like, me looking for clout when I already have clout is insane. I make rakes on it. I bet. And I say this every day. And be real, y'all. Even the ones that don't like me, and my Buka Bus that watch me when I do go live, be real, y'all. Don't I say this every day? I get paid on social media and I bags. Everybody know I be begging, and they know I get paid too. Who don't know that? Everybody that watches me knows that I'm monetized on YouTube. Why do you think they keep on trying to get my YouTube taken? Why do you think they was trying to get my TikTok took? That's why I keep trying to get on my social media, because they know that I'm monetized. I'm monetized. I say it every chance I get. I tell everybody I'm monetized. So I be begging and I be monetized. So what you talking about? It's slow.